Cause-related campaign of the year. I was wondering, after the past 3 winners of this award, Sainsbury's and Channel 4, Aviva in 2012 and Oxfam before that, what odds you might have given for Paddy Power, a grubby Irish bookmaker, to be standing here today. 50 to 1, maybe 100 to 1. On the face of it, Paddy Power and cause-related marketing might seem like an unlikely bedfellows. The do-gooder, tree-hugging, yogurt-knitting world of CRM next to the deliberately shouty, sweary, rowdy, anarchic world of Paddy Power. We're not exactly Mother Teresa, are we? But football, that's important to us. It's the source of 30% of our revenue, and culturally it's a defining part of this country. As a brand, you can't put a value on that or genuinely being part of that conversation, let alone contributing to it. Fairness is also important to Paddy Power. 25 years ago, we were set up as the punter's friend to provide a better deal than they were getting from the staid old boys networks that were running gambling in this country at that time. In fact, fairness is integral to what we do. Don't know if there are any punters in tonight, but you can see that in a bunch of the things we've brought to the market, like our world-famous and much-copied money-back special and our justice payouts. So perhaps not such unlikely bedfellows after all. I'm thinking about these 2 areas. Christian, who I'm sure a few of you know tonight, he's our MD, marketing director. He locked us in a room one day, that's his general modus operandi, and asked us to combine football and fairness. And rainbow laces is what we came up with. But in that room, it was quickly apparent that we weren't alone. It turns out there are over 5,000 professional footballers in the UK, and none of them, not one, is openly gay. And you don't have to be a bookie to figure out the odds on that are ridiculous. And no, that's not the odds of England winning this year's Euro or next year's Euros. That's 1 to the power of 24, or a quadrillion to 1. So it's ridiculous. There's clearly an issue somewhere. And much like in the 80s, when racism was the big issue in the game, and that's come on miles, since then, homophobia remains one of the last and longest issues in modern day football. So homophobia became our enemy. The next question, how could we tackle it? Well, the first thing we did was find the right partner. It's fair to say we've got a fairly checkered history in this area. And so to show that our intentions were honourable, but more importantly to give us credibility, we teamed up with Stonewall, Europe's largest gay rights charity. Next, we had to find our approach. As everyone knows, football is one of the most heavily marketed, promoted, tightly protected global properties. Sponsorship and image rights run into the billions, and almost every square inch of a player is owned by someone. Almost. We found the chink in the armour, the humble shoelace, critical to allowing hundreds of millions of pounds worth of players to motor up and down the pitch week in, week out, yet overlooked by the corporate giants that rule planet football. Rainbow Laces was born. As a symbol, they perfectly encapsulate what we're about. They're also extremely portable, talkable, and photo-friendly. We knew our approach had to be guerrilla in nature and that we had to move quickly. And, typically Paddy Power, we thought it was better to ask for forgiveness than permission. We knew if we got into the weeds of corporate politics, none of this would have happened. This instinct comes naturally to us, but certainly it's not in the DNA of most companies. We also needed a strapline, which gave birth to RBGF, right behind gay footballers. And that strapline, much maligned, much criticised in the press and stakeholders in this area, was actually the key to the whole campaign and key to liftoff. Not only did it ensure the indelible Paddy Power look and feel to the campaign, it brought debate, a dollop of mischief, but most importantly, it resonated with football fans. With the greatest respect, LBG charities such as Stonewall, the Gay Football Supporters Network, Football v Homophobia, or any diversity officer from the Premier League or the FA or the PFA, those guys can talk to fans on the terraces till they're blue in the face. it's going to be tough for their message to get through. We, Paddy Power, we have their ear. We know they listen to us and we know they like us. And this gave us incredibly powerful, head start on some of the work that's going on in this area. We next teamed up with some genius ad guys, the Lucky Generals. We brought in the Metro, Twitter and TalkSport as media partners to fan the flames and help spread the word. After dispatching a pair of laces to every single professional footballer in the land, we said a prayer and sent a tweet that kicked the whole thing off. We used outdoor and editorial to fuel the debate, and we watched as Rainbow Lace kicked off, and it really, really did. It took off a life on its own. Thankfully, the great and the good from inside and outside football laced up, and we had to make 10,000 extra pairs to cope with demand from enthusiastic Sunday warriors. And of course, Twitter, very much the heartline and front and center of the campaign, went bonkers with widespread support from countless politicians, pop stars, actors, and celebrities like Ed Balls, Stephen Fry, Claire Balding, the list goes on and on. So what did we achieve? In 1 week, we had hundreds of players from 54 professional clubs lace up, including the likes of Leighton Baines, Olivier Giroud, Joey Barton. We generated 400 media stories, 200 more than the Sainsbury's campaign, 320 million media impressions. And of course, we picked up this prestigious Marketing Society award, which was the cherry on the top. Here's a quick recap, a short video to play.
Footballers up and down the country have decided to support a controversial campaign to raise awareness of homophobia.
Controversial QPR player Joey Barton is the first to wear rainbow laces.
You will see a load of players wearing rainbow laces in games this weekend. It's for the Stonewall Charities drive to battle homophobia.
Banks goes the other way and in! Astonishing!
And timing-wise, it couldn't have been better for me to be here this evening. And I hope you might have noticed that Rainbow Lace 2 is live. For anyone paying close attention, you'll have spotted some fundamental differences from last year's campaign and this year's campaign. It's fair to say we've grown up a bit, and one of the key builds is that the guardians of the game, the Premier League, the FA, the PFA, the Football League, I think it's fair to say those who actively went out of their way last year to blackball us, to try and block us, they're all on board now. They're inside, they're in the tent, and they're all publicly and actively supporting and promoting Rainbow Laces. Another key build is TV. Here's another quick... oh, God, there was meant to be a quick video there.
I can't change, I look like Lewis Hamilton.
I can't change, and my hair is perfecto.
I can't change my height.
I can't change that I look like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
I can't change that I'm gorgeous.
But together we can change the game.
Players are lacing up to kick homophobia out of football. Use hashtag Rainbow Laces to get involved and show your support.
Cowabunga!
So that's going down really well on TV now. It's running for a week. It's also in View cinemas, a bunch of cinemas. It's had really great reaction and fallout on social media, as you'd expect, and across Arsenal's channels. And of course, the Metro. I don't know if any of you are commuters, but you might have picked up the Metro on Monday. I hope you saw the edition. It was the first time in the paper's history they've ever dedicated an entire edition to a campaign, to a single cause. It was the first time they've ever meddled with the masthead, and they turned the M into a rainbow lace, which was fantastic. We had some incredible brand support, which I'm sure some of it came from inside this room. And if it was you, we say thank you. My personal favourite was, oh dear, not Peter Duffy. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. Well, I don't know what's happened there, but my personal favourite was an advert that the Premier Inn ran, and they renamed themselves Premier Out for the day, which was fantastic. Smirnoff got involved. I mean, there's a countless brands: Google, 302, Just Eat, Aviva, Barclays, Magnum. The list went on and on and on. 60 brands got involved for that Metro, which was just fantastic. And if you are interested, it's not too late. Come and talk to me afterwards. Now, I know I'm running out of time, so I'm speeding up, but being a bookie, oh, this has really gone. I couldn't leave you without some tips, and sadly it's not a winning horse at Kempton tomorrow, so you'll have to make do with 4 key learnings from the campaign. And bold seems to be the message of the night. Number 1 is certainly be bold. Know when to ask for permission and when just to get on with it. Number 2, be imaginative. There's always a way in if you look hard enough. Number 3, be prepared. We had Plan B creative, ready to run if events took a different course. And finally, be responsive. We held twice daily newsroom-style meetings to respond to and fuel conversations. Thanks a lot.